Graduate students at the University of Utah partnered with the Salt Lake City Public Lands Division to conduct community engagement activities in an effort to understand the values of the Salt Lake City community. Students use a variety of techniques to solicit feedback to be incorporated into the Salt Lake City Public Lands Master Plan. The emergence of embedded planning and a push to demystify planning in communities has consistently led to a call for inclusive community engagement. However, there's relatively little research devoted to what methods can reach communities in a way that is both representative and meets them where they are. In this work, we ask, was our combination of outreach methods effective at making community engagement more meaningful?
For our methods, we met people where they are by intercept interviews, organizational outreach, and online engagement. Intercept interviews refer to in-person solicitation of the survey initiated through a cold approach in a public space. We contacted local organizations by email, phone, or in person to introduce community stakeholders to the initiative and request them to distribute survey materials and hang a poster in their location. We shared the digital survey link to different group pages over social media, not repetitive with the organizations contacted already. We facilitated 6 different focus groups that had about 10 community members or representatives in attendance who were from or affiliated with a traditionally underrepresented community.
Hybrid online and in-person surveying process resulted in a large sample of the population of Salt Lake City. We conducted 610 intercept interviews and 3,621 online interviews, all totaling 4,368 people. But more importantly, through the hybrid approach, we were able to broaden the diversity of the population we reached, specifically in terms of age, race, and incomes. The online survey reached a relatively older, higher earning, and predominantly white population, while the in-person interviews reached a younger, lower earning, and more racially diverse group. For reference, survey response demographics are shown in figures 2 through 5. Expecting the lack of diversity among our online survey responses like we saw, we targeted our intercept interview as much as possible toward the city's west and northwest neighborhoods. These communities are the most ethnically diverse areas of the city and have much less park space per person than other parts of the city. Lastly, figure 6 show the number of surveys conducted through in-person intercept interviews overlaid over the area's population density.
Throughout our case study, we found that in order to capture a more representative sample, we must employ a multi-level and multidimensional strategies of engagement. We conclude that cities should consider more interactive ways of doing so, such as the one we mentioned, like intercept interviews, focus groups, pop-up events, and more. Approaching people where they are allows planners to interact with the community and weave strong bonds with individuals. Therefore, meeting people where they are is an equitable engagement effort, since it recognizes the existing special gaps of the traditional ways of acquiring public feedback.